Caitlin Clark's urgent words of encouragement fails to fuel Cubs' NLDS comeback East Brewers. When your team faces elimination in the postseason, every voice of support matters. Indiana Fever star Caitlin Clark joined thousands of Cubs faithful Saturday night, throwing her weight behind Chicago as they battled the Milwaukee Brewers in a pivotal Game 5 of the National League Division Series. The Cubs and Brewers had been going back and forth in the NLDS for 4 games. The Brewers won Game 1 and Game 2, but the Northsiders didn't surrender. They won the next 2 games at home, tying the series at 2-2 and keeping their postseason hopes alive. Now that the teams have assembled for the final series, everyone has picked their side, including the basketball star Clark. But WNBA sensation took to X with a simple but passionate plea. "Come on, Cubbies!" Her message arrived as tension gripped the American Family Field and living rooms across Chicago. The Cubs found themselves trailing 2-1 as the game entered the 6th inning, with Milwaukee holding a slim advantage in this win-or-go-home showdown. Clark's love for the Cubs isn't new. The former Iowa Hawkeye standout has thrown ceremonial first pitches for both the Iowa Cubs and MLB team and its AAA affiliate, the Iowa Cubs. In fact, the AAA team gave her a commemorative bobblehead in March 2023 to recognize her Iowa legacy and her commitment to the Chicago Cubs. Clark's message carried hope, but baseball doesn't always reward faith alone. As the game unfolded in Milwaukee, the Cubs faced a harsh reality that even passionate support couldn't change. The Cubs couldn't win Game 5, losing to the Brewers 3-1. The Brewers took advantage of the home crowd's energy early on. Milwaukee scored first in the first inning, which set the tone for a close elimination game. The Cubs came back to tie the game in the third, but their offense couldn't keep up the pressure after that. When it counted most, Chicago's bats went quiet. Seiya Suzuki, Kyle Tucker, and Ian Happ only got 1 hit in 12 at-bats. Drew Pomeranz started on the mound for the Cubs, and after that, a patchwork bullpen tried but failed to stop Milwaukee's solid onslaught. The Brewers stayed in front with a solo home run and scores in the late innings. The Cubs lineup couldn't take advantage of runners in scoring position. For the Chicago Cubs, it's a bitter finish to what was otherwise a promising season. Now that it's over, what's next for the Northsiders? Chicago Cubs look ahead, spending, strategy, and Tucker's uncertain future. Despite support from Caitlin Clark, the Chicago Cubs, who won 92 regular season games this summer, marking their best record since the 2018 season, came to an end. And now Jed Hoyer has to make quick decisions about the squad as the team is out of the playoffs. The front office has to decide whether to sign veteran players or keep the team's depth and flexibility. This decision will determine if this core team can compete for the World Series. The Cubs' catchers and infielders seem good, but pitching is still the most important thing they need to work on this offseason. Hoyer will probably look for starting pitchers or top-notch relievers, balancing players already on the team with new ones to catch up with the teams in their division. That's not it, with Kyle Tucker's looming free agency complicating the matter further. He's likely to cost more than $300 million, and would be a game-changing addition as well as a big financial investment. The Cubs need to determine whether to make big bids, move money about, or make transactions that change the outfield and DH positions. Chicago has options because they have young players and depth. They may keep core players like Nico Horner, rely on Pete Crow Armstrong and Matt Shaw, or trade veterans to get money for pitching. For Chicago, this October baseball brought heartbreak. But with smart decisions ahead, the Cubs' championship window remains open for next season if Hoyer acts decisively.